Yo, Bachi 2007 back at you with another one for men's mind state and cultural reviews. And you see that we got this video here with the Logical Dating's logo on there, but the video doesn't belong to him. It belongs to this lady who made the video, so we have no problem using it as well, just as he did. We're going to go ahead and play this and get into it. Then we're going to come back with some commentary. Like, subscribe, and notification bell coming through the door. Let's get with it.
I have a serious question. Where are all the single straight men? Like, I genuinely think there's an inventory issue. Because when I tell you guys, I know so many single women that are successful, beautiful, fun, funny, cool, intelligent, like amazing, amazing women that are the full package, but cannot find a guy. And I don't know if it's like big cities or what, but it genuinely seems like for every one guy, there's like 50 amazing women. Whereas all of the single women that I know, between all of us, we don't have a single great guy that we can set the other one up with. Like, I genuinely think there's an inventory issue. And I don't know where all of the single normal men are. Someone help me figure this out.
So, of course, this is all a bunch of cap. Look how they always describe the women in their friends group. First of all, every time you hear one of these women give one of these dissertations, her and all of her friends are always single and undateable, right? And it's not by coincidence. It's obviously not a coincidence. Birds of a feather flock together. They're all undateable. That's why they're single. They just don't want to admit that. I notice what she leads off with to describe all of them: successful. Notice every time you see one of these women give one of these types of rants, it's always leading off with successful. So that's what they're focused on for themselves, and they think this is what men should be focused on. But as has been noted time and time again, men aren't into women for their success. Men aren't into women for their money and their jobs and their career, because, first of all, most women don't want to share that with men. Even to the degree that you would or do, uh, it's still not what men are attracted to. See, women want to continue to think that what women are attracted in men, that men should be then attracted to women for the same thing. But see, we're actually heterosexual. We're not gay, and we don't want masculine traits, or we don't desire masculinity in a woman. That's not attracting us. That's not doing anything for us. Of course, number two, right behind successful, they're always successful and beautiful. Um, and every time they say this, I wonder, do they own a mirror? Not a bad looking woman, but get off your high horse. You're not all that you think you are. And that's one of the other main problems with most modern women. They dramatically overvalue themselves. And this is why men have gone away from the dating market, because it's just a bunch of foolishness. It's just a bunch of arrogant women who overvalue themselves, who don't bring anything to the table that a man actually wants, and they continue to demonstrate that they could care less what a man wants. They have no thought of it whatsoever. Again, that's why they keep leading with success and career achievement and educational attainment. That is not what men look for in a woman. No man sees a woman walking down the street and says, "Ooh, look at the educational attainment on her, all those degrees. Ooh, man, her career is hot. She's gonna share all those career earnings with me." Not. She wants to demand that you pay for all the dates and that you provide all the financing, which of course you should not do for modern women who don't provide the feminine equivalent of men providing for all the material in the relationship. If a man's going to provide fully for a woman's material well-being, then that woman has to provide fully and alone for that man's nurturing, for the nurturing and care of that man, of his children, and of his household. Fully and solely. Don't want to do that, do you?
I know so many single women that are successful, beautiful, fun, funny, cool, intelligent, amazing, amazing women that are the full package.
It was so amazing. And with a full package, then wouldn't the buyer want this amazing full package? If the buyer doesn't want it, then there must be something wrong with the product. The customer want what the customers want. The customer can't be the problem. Apparently, it's the product. And another one of the items they always mention is they're always funny, right? Women always think they're so hilarious. You guys aren't that funny. I just don't know why every single woman throws in there that she's funny. Nah, not really. And again, men aren't looking for in women what women are looking for in men. Women expect men to be stand-up comedians and entertain them and make them laugh all the time, while men definitely want a woman with a sense of humor and one that can match theirs, because so that you can just have the giving pool of life and um, have congenial moments and so forth. We're not looking to be entertained as one of the parameters of what we look for in women. You don't hear them talking anything about bringing femininity, nurturing, peace, respect, which is what men want. You don't hear us say, all me and all my friends are feminine, respectful, fit, loving, caring women. None of the stuff that men want. Doesn't bring any of that up. You just heard the litany again of all these superfluous things of how amazing they are. Amazing to who? To each other? Date each other then.
And I don't know if it's like big cities or what, but it genuinely seems like for every one guy, there's like 50 amazing women. Whereas all of the single women that I know, between all of us, we don't have a single great guy that we can set the other one up with. Like, I genuinely think there's an inventory issue.
Yeah, there's an inventory issue. And the female inventory issue is that the inventory is rotted with the infestation of feminism. Men are just not looking for what you're offering. So you think that you're going to continue to shove a bad, unwanted offering into the market when the actual corrective action is to change the product. You can't change the market. You can change the product you introduce to the market. You cannot change the market and what the market demands are. So she just keeps talking about this ridiculous notion that there's 50 great women for every one man, every one great man. Just ridiculous. Great to whom? That again, that's the problem. Most of you are obese. She's not, but all of these women out here, most of them are fat and obese, and these are the great women that men are supposed to take and deal with. Them and their child with their two fathers, three kids with two fathers for a lot of them, and all this kind of stuff. This is all the great stuff they're supposed to want. Again, they're also supposed to want great career success, and other sundry things that men don't care about. Uh, but it's just not going to work for women to try to force on men what they don't want. You listen to feminism. Maybe here's a clue. Maybe you should ought to start listening to men about what men want. Otherwise, the men are just going to stay away. They're not coming back to the dating market to deal with the same thing that drove them away from the dating market. Where have all the men gone? Where are all the great men? At the gym, working on themselves, studying finance and investment, and making sure to level up for themselves so they can do as what I preach here is put yourself in the best position of leverage. So that's our lesson again for today, men. When you're in the position of leverage, then you can win. Stand on your standards. Don't relinquish them for these self-proclaimed great and amazing women. And if you can't find the woman you need here in America, leave the West. That's why you have a passport. And if you don't have one, that's what you should be working on to level up right now. So you can have the choice, at least, to exercise your options. Whether that's the route you go or not, you need to have the option. Yobachi 2007 for Men's Mind State Cultural Reviews. Like, subscribe, notification bell, and we're out.